Whenever a writer or producer of a television show is talking about getting a couple together, they always reference moonlighting as the reason why they haven't gotten together yet. This really pisses me off. For those of you who don't know, because perhaps you're too young, which makes me feel old, Moonlighting was a show in the 1980s starring Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd, and basically what happened is that the main characters got together like in season 2, and after that the show basically went downhill. A lot of people will bring this up as the perfect example of why couples on TV should not get together. I call this the Moonlighting Effect. It's bullshit. Basically what people are saying is that once the will they or won't they sexual tension is gone between two characters, the show gets less interesting. That is incorrect. What they're basically saying is that people in relationships aren't interesting. Untrue! Marshall and Lily on How I Met Your Mother are two of my favorite characters on television, like, of all time. Granted, they started in a relationship, so we didn't have the will they or won't they blah moment. That just further proves my point, that it is possible to write couples who are in happy, committed relationships without ruining a show. Look at Chandler and Monica on Friends. I mean, my reasons for thinking the show went downhill after season 7 have absolutely nothing to do with them. And then there's shows like That 70s Show. Eric and Donna got together in, what, episode 7? So, not to mention there's the opposite effect, which is what I call the NCIS coefficient. This is in reference to Tony and Ziva on NCIS, who have been dancing around each other for approximately 8 seasons, and it's getting really fucking annoying. Because when you drag the sexual tension out, when you let it fester over years, and you just milk that will they or won't they crap for all it's worth, it's just as uninteresting as you claim that happily committed couples are. If it's organic and natural for the couple to get together, then they should fucking get together. If they don't last, then they don't last. Lots of real relationships don't last. It's realistic. The real problem with TV couples is that writers don't know how to write them. Case in point, Leonard and Penny. Now, I could go off on an entire video of what I hate about Leonard and Penny, but the fact remains that the reason that they were not a very good couple is because they were written poorly as one. If you look back on all their interactions when they were dating the first time, well, technically, wasn't it like the second or third time? Whatever, in season 3, when they were actually like a couple, they were not good together. Leonard was constantly belittling her, and she kept joking about how she needed to find a new boyfriend. And they never actually referred to each other as dating. It was always like the person that I'm sleeping with. It's almost if they didn't really see themselves as couple. Whatever, I told you I could go on for hours about this. The fact is, it wasn't that they got together. It was how they were written when they got together. TV writers don't like to write happy couples because they don't know how to write them. And I'm sorry, but if your writers can't write a relationship that's realistic and drama-filled and still committed and happy, then you need to find new writers. You're a writer. That's your job. And if you can't write a couple that's together, that's just as interesting as a couple that's not together, then you suck at your job. Most of the interesting, well-written, well-rounded couples on television started out the show that way, and that is terrible. It also proves my point that they do exist. I just don't know why we can't have more of them. I don't know why writers and producers always bring up Moonlighting as like the ultimate example. It's like that's the only show that ever existed, the only show that ever had the format where, oh my god, the two main characters have some kind of chemistry, maybe they'll get together. I mean, if you look at every show that's come out since then, it just really upsets me that they're using that as a crutch. Like, well, it didn't work on Moonlighting, so it's not going to work on our show. Okay, but it worked on like a dozen other shows. Are we not even going to talk about those? Ross and Rachel got together in season 2, and they still had the will they or won't they shit until the end of the show. It's possible to do. It's possible to do well. If you are too scared to attempt it, then you need to find another job because you clearly are not good at the one that you have. I really don't understand what the big deal is. I am just as fascinated by couples that are actually together as I am the couples that I want to get together. My experience, though, them becoming canon is what ruined them, and not because they're actually canon, but because the writers don't seem to know what to do with them once they are. Which is crap! Have you ever read fanfic? If teenagers can write better situations for your couples than you can, you clearly need to rethink your life choices. And the problem comes from when you write the non-canon ships even better than you write the canon ships, because that's just weird. So yes, the Moonlighting Effect can happen, but if the characters have enough chemistry, which I'm assuming they had in the first place to make the people want them to get together, then it shouldn't really matter. If the show goes downhill because the couples get together, well then you're really not very good at your show, are you? I'm still trying to think of a good sign-off. Maybe one day I'll just do a video that's all sign-offs and you guys can pick your favorite. Oh, who am I kidding? Nobody watches these.